of entertainment was shaken by the death of a famous South Korean artist. It was reported that the artist committed suicide in his apartment on Tuesday at about 11:23 p.m. It is understood that before the incident happened, he had uploaded a picture on his social media and received bad comments from netizens. The artist's death is thought to be related to the crime of cyberbullying. This news greatly affected his family members and also his fans because they did not expect him to do such a thing. This also sends a message to all of us that cyberbullying is very dangerous and can lead to death. It is hoped that all social media users maintain ethics when using social media and do not arbitrarily express bad statements or comments.
What? Oppa Sarah here is dead? What? What are you talking about? Oppa Sarah is dead. But why? Because he killed his son. What do you mean? Is it because of cyberbullying? Cyberbullying?
Do you know what is cyberbullying?
No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Now, let's discuss about it.
Okay, let me tell you guys what is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a bullying someone with the use of digital technologies. For example, bullying through TikTok, Instagram or Facebook. Then, cyberbullying is also called as a behavior or action directed at someone repeatedly, intentionally by sending text message, comment, video, image through internet media or other digital technology, with the aim of insulting, scaring, cursing, humiliating, shaming or threatening those who are targeted.
Oh, Hafiza, may I ask you what is an example of cyberbullying?
Sure, Awani. Example for cyberbullying is when someone posting an embarrassing photo or video and spreading lie of someone on TikTok and Instagram with the aim of insulting and humiliating them. Guys, do you know, according to United Nations Children Fund, which is UNICEF, Malaysia is ranked second in Asia for cyberbullying among youth. It shows that cyberbullying is becoming an increasingly prominent problem in our beloved country, Malaysia. On the other hand, the popular users of social media platform had made it a real breeding ground for toxic behavior and bullying, not only among youth but also adults as well. It's very sad and awful. So I want to ask Nazmuddin. Nazmuddin, do you know what the causes of cyberbullying?
Thank you, Hafiza, for the questions. Here I list 3 causes of cyberbullying. The first one is the launch of social networks and the internet. Social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, messaging applications such as WhatsApp, Skype, electronic messaging service such as Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo. All this allows us to communicate easily and quickly, but at the same time, they bring all of us in the virtual world. Many things can happen in this virtual world, including cyberbullying. The second cause is access by children and adolescents. This virtual world takes on special importance when used by children and adolescents because they access directly and autonomously to the world that is difficult to control. Parents especially need to play an important role to supervise their children in playing social media. This is because when there is a lack of control, cyberbullying acts are more likely to appear. And last but not least, lack of application of values in education. Obviously, when a children or teenager has the values of respect, tolerance, and kindness, they will not have violent behavior such as cyberbullying towards their acquaintance or anyone out there. So, those are the causes of cyberbullying. Hopefully, as a smart social media users, we don't do such a things.
Oh, I agree with you, Nasmuddin. So, Hafiza, do you know what the effect of cyberbullying for someone?
Thank you, Amani, for your question. Okay, I will tell you guys what the effect of cyberbullying for someone who went through this situation. The effect of cyberbullying also include mental health issue. It's because cyberbullying can make someone increase their stress, anxiety, depression, and the worst part is they may attempt to suicide. For example, they may lose interest in their loved one and spend less time interacting with family or friends. And sometimes depression and suicide thought may be at play. The second effect is academic issue. Why? Because children affected by cyberbullying can lose interest in school. As a result, they often have much higher absenteeism rates compared to other children. They can skip school to avoid dealing with kids cyberbullying or because they are embarrassed or humiliated by the message that have been shared online. So, Amani, I want to ask you what the other effect for cyberbullying to someone.
Thank you, Hafiza, for your question. You know that cyberbullying also can affect an individual to falling ill? Okay, let me tell to you. The stress that comes with being cyberbullied can cause a person to fall sick. For example, headache, chest pain, insomnia, and other physical complications can directly stem from experiencing online harassment. Furthermore, these victims might develop eating disorders as a coping mechanism. The effect, they might lose weight or binge eat if they have been told that they look too thin. So, for me, this action have adverse health implications, especially for individuals and the victim. Yeah, I'm also tired of people thinking that a little teasing is okay, but too many kids are killing themselves because they feel that there's just no way to escape this. For me, here are a few safety tips or ways to prevent cyberbullying that can help reduce the risk.
I see. There's a lot of them think that the problem of cyberbullying is trivial and that is not worth to knowing.
Yeah, I'm also tired of people thinking that a little teasing is okay, but too many kids are killing themselves because they feel that there's just no way to escape this.
Amani, what is your opinion on what is being done to prevent cyberbullying?
For me, here are a few safety tips or ways to prevent cyberbullying that can help reduce the risk. Okay, firstly, we don't share personal information to others. Why I say like that? If we being a parent, it is important to teach them not to share personal information like phone number, address, school, or home location. It is because the situation puts someone in danger. So, what we should do is tell and teach them the stuff they can share and cannot, especially if they have friends or followers online. It is the best solution for cyberbullying prevention for kids. Second, don't respond to cyberbullies that disturb you. Okay, in this situation, if you want help with cyberbullying for kids, tell them to refuse to give any response to cyberbullies and inform parents directly about it to take the legal action against them. It means they shouldn't argue, question, or engage in any suspicious activity. In addition, tell them to capture the screenshot of harassing chat and submit them to the Cyber Investigation Department. It is important to report cyberbullying. Third, if you as teachers, you should educate students about internet safety at school and the etiquette of surfing the internet or using the correct phone. This is because as the teachers, we need to educate students to distinguish what cyberbullying is so that they are aware of the current issue that is plaguing them. For example, teachers conduct activities related to cyberbullying to learn more about it, such as the Wheel of Dreams and so on.
Amani, what else do you think is a way for us to prevent mental problems from happening?
I think you should report cyberbullies immediately. Why? Because teens also should learn to be good bystanders too. If they witness cyberbullying online, they should refrain from participating in the cyberbullying and instead look for ways to support the person being targeted. They should also report online to responsible adults such as a teacher or school principal, especially if they know who is responsible for cyberbullying.
As a conclusion, we as a social media users, regardless of age, gender, or status, need to use today's technology facilities in the best possible way. Don't be too light-handed to write words that contain elements of criticism, mockery, degrading others, and so on. Unbeknownst to us, this has a great impact on the victim who experienced it. We should make cyberspace a place to share something happy and pleasant. Say no to cyberbullying.
That's all from us. Thank you.
Today our topic about mental health. What is mental health? Mental illness, also called mental health disorders, refers to a wide range of mental health condition disorders that affects your mood, thinking, and the behavior of an individual who causes interference to carry out their daily activities. Examples of mental illness include depression, anxiety disorders, eating disorders, and addictive behavior. A mental illness can make you miserable and can cause problems in your daily life, such as at school or on the job or in relationship. In most cases, symptoms can be managed with a combination of medications and talk therapy. You know what the signs and symptoms of mental illness can be? Let's get started. Mental illness symptoms can affect emotions, thoughts, and behavior, such as feeling sad or down, excessive fears or worries, or extreme feelings of guilt, and significant tiredness, low energy, or problem sleeping. Maybe we should talk about cause for mental health. Poor mental health because of lack of exercise and physical activity. It is a significant contributor to poor mental health. Regular exercise has been shown to reduce the risk of depression, anxiety, and stress. This is because it releases endorphins. These are chemicals in the brain that make you feel happy and reduce levels of stress hormones like cortisol. Second, abuse also one of cause for mental health. One of the most well-known causes of mental illness is abuse. This can include physical, sexual, emotional, or verbal abuse and can also involve bullying or neglect. In adulthood, abuse can also lead to mental illness. Victims of domestic violence, for example, are more likely to suffer from anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. What about trauma? Yes, exactly. All types of traumatic events can lead to a mental health disorder, including war, natural disaster, physical assault, bullying, neglect, and having a history of abuse or abusive life experiences. Some people who have experienced trauma may also develop substance abuse problem as a way to cope with their pain. This can further compound the problem and lead to a downward spiral of mental illness and addiction. When we talk about the effects, there must be steps to improve mental problems, right? Here I state the ways to improve our mental health. First, you should taking care of your physical health since your physical and mental health are connected. So, what we should do? Here, how you can take care of your physical health include get physically active. Exercise can reduce feeling of stress and depression and enhance your mood. Next is getting enough sleep, cause sleep affects your mood. If you do not sleep well, you risk getting angry and getting angry easier. In the long term, a lack of quality sleep may make you more likely to develop depression. It is therefore important to ensure that you have a regular sleep schedule and have enough quality sleep each night. Wow, amazing! What else do you know about this? Okay, for me, connecting with others also one of the steps to improve our mental health. But how? This is because humans are social creatures and it is important to have strong and healthy relationships with other people. Having good social support can help protect you against the harm of stress. It is also good to have different types of connection, as well as connecting with family and friends. You may find ways to get involved in your community or neighborhood. For an example, you might volunteer with a local organization or join a hobby group that you enjoy. In conclusion, mental health is a very important thing for us to consider because it is the responsibility of all parties to ensure that friends or family are in good condition. The responsible party also need to actively introduce or promote the culture of taking care of mental health continuously and holistically. While we as individuals also need to always be aware of mental health and if there is any doubt, seek treatment immediately.
President Joe Biden has approved the $8 billion Willow project.
Today's topic, I will talk about the Willow project, which is US President Joe Biden has approved the $8 billion Willow project. So I want to ask you guys, do you know what is Willow project is? Okay, if you don't know, I will tell you what is Willow project. The Willow project are about proposed oil and gas in Alaska, which is cost an $8 billion and it will open up around 629 million barrels of oil and also produce 287 million metric tons of CO2 over 30 years. Yeah, I also think the same, but not until I know if the plane goes through, you know what, it's game over. Because it will cause the earth irreversible damage, such as unstoppable global warming, ecosystem gone, and the worst part is animals being wiped out at an uncontrollable pace. It also makes hatred over the world, and we only have 2 next month to stop US President to start this project. So, as a good human being and good citizen, you guys can go to www.protectthearctic.rag and sign the letter and sign it for our bright future world. As you guys know, Willow project is getting viral and trending over the internet, especially on TikTok. So, why is Willow project getting such a huge controversy? Is it because the environment groups see the approval of the Willow project as a betrayal of President Joe Biden's 2020 campaign? As we know, Joe Biden promised to end the new oil and gas drilling on federal lands. They say it's not consistent with Mr. Biden's target of reducing carbon emission and moving to clean energy. Then, using the oil produced by Willow over a 30-year period will generate approximately as much greenhouse gas emission as the combined emission of 1.7 million passengers cars over the same period. The White House has said that the project will not stop the United States from achieving Biden's goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. So, what about Alaska natives? Many indigenous people in Alaska say they support the Willow project because it is going to create jobs and generate money in their communities. But some Alaska natives are opposed, concerned about effect on health and the climate. Not only that, but this project will cause our future beloved generation around the world to face unclean water or a good water condition to survive. So, my question is, do you guys agree about the Willow project?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Madam Daraini and everyone. For my individual task, I will share about the importance of financial management as a student. As a student, indeed, we will not be able to run away from financial problems. Although it's bitter, but this is a statement that we have to accept. We are aware that as a student, we do not have a fixed income like working people. The money we get is only from parents, monthly allowance, scholarship if any. It becomes an advantage if students do side jobs outside. So, why do students have to manage their own finance? This is due to the fact that during childhood and teenage phase, students barely care about their financial matters as they were under parental guidance and depend a lot on their families. Hence, when they start facing the university life, they have to manage their own financial resources and expenses in order to survive. Therefore, it is important for us as a student to be wise in managing financing and not wasteful in spending. This is to ensure that our financial resources throughout our studies are sufficient and do not make it difficult for our families to spend more on us every month due to our failure to manage money. Okay, so what are the benefits of managing money wisely? Students that manage money wisely can have more financial security. The students can feel secure about their financial status, knowing that they have resources from their accumulated savings to encounter with unexpected expenses. The student will not find himself or herself at the edge of bankruptcy. Here I state some ways on how students can effectively manage their money while furthering their education. The first one is determine what is essential and non-essential. Another point of difficulty for many college students is determining the difference between essential and non-essential items. Essential items are things that you need for everyday living and hygiene, such as food, clothing, toiletries, things for your education like book, laptop, and so on. And for the non-essential items are products that you don't need for everyday living, such as new sneakers or iPad. Non-essential are things that are nice to have but not must-own items. Although it may be difficult at first, curb your spending to include only essential items until you are accustomed to living within your means. The second one is budget for everything. The first step to getting your financial house in order is having a clear picture of where your money is being spent, and that's where a budget comes in. It can be easy to assume recurring bills are the only thing you need to include in your monthly budget. Think again. Those coffee runs can add up fast. The biggest thing I learned is to have a budget for practically everything, says Yogin Patel, a sophomore at Arizona State University. That means dedicate funds every month towards eating out, going to the movies, late night snacks, books and supplies, socializing, and so on. Keep in mind, this budget should let you save a portion of money every month, which is key. In conclusion, as the saying goes, prepare an umbrella before it rains. Regret first, income; regret later, useless. As students, even we have to minimize the use of money, it is a good thing for us. Apart from being prudent in spending, students also need to have their own financial savings. This is important if you face an emergency situation that requires money. Living as a student is not about wasting money on useless things. Students need to manage their finance wisely for a better future. Remember, although money is not everything, but everything needs money. Manage your money wisely. That's all for me. Thank you.